Olympians Tommie Smith and John Carlos were handed their award by American icon and former basketball player Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the stance they took 5 decades ago. Smith says it's still important to speak out.
Free expressions must be a continuous sound, my people, through education, because overcoming is not a dead issue. In the face of adversity, the struggle continues. Now, there's many of us look for comfort in non-involvement. But see, you can run, but you cannot hide.
After joking about their hair or the lack thereof, Carlos says he acted to help the next generation.
When I did what I did at 23 years old, I wasn't concerned about me. I was concerned about my son's kids, to make sure that someone is standing there to make sure that they have an equal opportunity to be successful.
Smith broke the world record for the 200-meter race at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City. Carlos came in third. At the medal stand, Smith and Carlos stood shoeless to symbolize poverty, wearing beads to represent lynching victims. And as the Star-Spangled Banner played, they bowed their heads and raised their fists to protest injustices toward African Americans. Silver medalist Australian Peter Norman wore a human rights pin to show support. The same ceremony honored 13 journalists for groundbreaking stories about sexual misconduct in the workplace, including the case of a doctor who sexually abused more than 100 young gymnasts for years, a story reported by the Indianapolis Star.
For us, it's always been about giving a voice to the survivors and exposing problems with the system and ensuring the safety of children in the sport of gymnastics.
Other investigations brought allegations of sexual misconduct by powerful movie producer Harvey Weinstein and also Roy Moore.
The fact that your work can have some impact on the course of events is an amazing thing, because most of the time, most stories don't. We inform the public and we tell people important things, but we don't often change the perception of institutions as important as the Congress and the White House.
Moore lost his Senate race and Weinstein was ousted from his company as the stories sparked changes in the U.S. political and social climate. Mariama Diallo, VOA News, Washington.